Hey guys, guess what? Yeah, it's Setbox again. Yay, woo, yeah, cheer. If you ain't guessed by these four shitheads, I based it around weather. However, being me, they have some pretty retarded sets. These guys down here are just like clear skies crap, so Licky Licky's got Cloud9, that kind of thing. So there you go. It's kind of based around weather, but since it's Setbox and the whole point is to use really random crap, half of these guys who have sort of vaguely been designed to work with weather won't be in their specific weather. So, hooray! That should be fun, and I'm sure that explanation kind of sucked dick, but whatever. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of OU in there, but it's okay. Because I have Pachirisu. Look at it. It's cool. So yeah, and like things like Masquerade. So there's a lot of OU in there, but shit's kind of weird. Also, couple of small notes before I pick my team. Right, this Roserade was actually meant to have Giga Drain on the set. I'm not going to use it this video. Probably should have explained it when I was going to use it, but it was meant to have Giga Drain, and I accidentally saved it, genned it, whatever, with Giga Impact. So that kind of fucks it up a little bit. It's got Energy Ball now, because, yeah, too lazy to go redo it. But still, the whole point of that was to have Giga Drain. So, blah. I hope it doesn't factor in too much, and I doubt it will. And, this Scrafty was made by my good buddy, Omega. Praise him and praise his set. I don't know whether it'll work or not. In fact, I'm probably going to use it in this video. So, hey. Yeah. First weather inducer I wanted to use was definitely Tyranitar, because he's got a funny-ass set. This Laios will be funny. The guys, while I'm sitting here being a retard, the guys with Blizzard in here are probably going to end up going with that, which is kind of all of them actually, so I haven't really planned that out very well. Well, I don't know. We'll see how we do. A lot of them do have Blizzard though, so I really should have thought that through better, but oh well. I might change it to Ice Beam for next video, because I do kind of want to use that Bomber Snow next. Okay, next on the list I'm going to go with Zapdos, because I like Zapdos, he's beast. Then who do I want to go with? Thinking. I'm not entirely sure. Ah, fuck it. We'll use Regirock. He's a champ. So yeah, these teams are gonna have like no sort of synergy or whatever. So I'm not expecting this to go particularly well, but this ain't much I can do. Also, some of the sets I made I'm not actually that proud of. I'm sure people will get something out of them, but they're not as retardedly different as I used to be. Okay, so there was the Scrafty, and then I don't know anymore. Fuck it. We'll go with Crawdon. He's a champ. Alright. So, yeah. That is the team for today. Hope you enjoy the video. And, yeah. Sets will be at the end as usual. Thanks.
Alright. Morning, guys. Okay. Couple of battles here, as per usual. This first one is against Goddess Maria, and the second one is against Nightstorm. Yeah, I know I battled both of them to death and uploaded like all the battles I have against them, but they're good for it. Or yeah, both of them are pretty good for this sort of thing. They both have their own original sets, so it's fun to battle them and see how my retarded sets come out. Wanted to go over a couple of things since have to wait quite a while for this battle to kick off. It's a short battle, but the waiting bit at the start takes ages, and as you know, I'm really lazy, so cutting it out is fucking well beyond me. Main reason I wanted to use that Tyranitar is because Tyranitar nowadays has been done to death. There's so many different sets you can do, and while there are you probably could make an original set quite easily. I always found it hard to find something viable or something that I actually wanted to try. I mean, what I'm getting at is that just all of the other random sets that I'm sure you could do just always seem kind of meh to me. I don't know. So I never really bothered to try Tyranitar, even though he's probably one of my favourite Pokemon. I mean, since I first started playing, because I started playing in Gen 2. For me, he was easily my favourite through and through. He was awesome. But there you go. This new set I've got is a Honed Claws Dynamic Punching set, which I pretty much stole from Super Blah. So sorry about that. I mean, I don't know if he's tried it on Tyranitar, but he has a Honed Claws Dynamic Punching Weavile, and I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna do that with Tyranitar. My Tyranitar also has Blizzard and Thunder, so the upshot of it is it has very low accuracy moves, so it needs at least one Hone Claws to get anywhere. And as you'll see, that one fucking Hone Claws is probably more or less my downfall. It's kind of annoying, actually. Oh, well. Still, it's fun. Or it's a fun set, I guess. But it's just kind of actually tricky to get it working. But yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about in a bit. Once Wi-Fi stops being an asshole. Main reason I wanted to use Zapdos is because I had a random idea. I was like, because I was trying to think of what the hell I could do for this set box and a 4th gen set box when I get around to it, and I thought I'd do Tailwind for this one and Trick Room for 4th if I could ever be bothered. But Tailwind kind of got lost in translation since I have a crap ton of properly slow guys. But I made 3. I used the 3 legendary birds, so Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos, and they all have Tailwind on it. And I think I've always liked physical Zapdos myself. A lot of people think it's far-fetched and stupid, but to me, physical Zapdos is pretty sweet. I don't know, it's a lot of fun, and you can actually work around some of its threats a lot better. But there you go. And there was one more I wanted to go over. I'd say the Scrafty is just a sub-focus punching set. It's an interesting idea, though, and I made it bulky purely because it has Moxie. So I was thinking, if it's sub-punch, you're going to have enough raw power behind the punch to kill or to kill something, get the Moxie boost, and then you're pretty good to go. There isn't really much that's gonna kill. Well, there's things that'll kill you, but if you can get +1, +2 from focus punching everything to death, then there's Drain Punch and Crunch respectively to kill everything else once the sub goes down. But it's bulky enough to take the hits, that's for sure. Also, while I'm thinking about it, as I said, some of the sets that I made I'm not actually that proud of. One of them is the Crawdon, because the Crawdon is pretty much just like a Rampardos, okay? Except the Rampardos I made was actually pretty cool, and you'll probably see that next video, hopefully. But yeah, it's just effectively based around attack. I mean, adaptability, DD, it's just dual stab. It's pretty much catered towards offense. I couldn't think of any way I could make it defensive. In fact, a lot of my crap is actually just pure offense. So there isn't really anything in the way of walls for this set box, but we'll see how we go. I mean, there's a couple of them in there. There's a few, but it's not like I did last time where I had like 3 columns of offense or 2.5 columns of offense, 2.5 defense. So I don't know. I'm not really sure whether it'll appeal as much now, but you never know. Anyway, battle finally kicks off, and she's gonna lead off with a Breloom, and I'm gonna lead off with Zapdos predicting said Breloom. Now I don't know if I've already uploaded the battle against her, but last time she used this Breloom against me, it was Spore Punch set, but I didn't see Substitute. So that makes me think it must be a damn ballsy Breloom to not run sub when it's got Focus Punch. But there you go. That's kind of Maria's style. Anyway, she's going to go into Eevee, I guess, purely because if I went for an electric move, that would be quite smart. and if I went for a flying move or whatever. I actually think about it. The one move, if I was a standard Zapdos, I'd probably go for is Heat Wave. So if I didn't seem that smart to me. But still, I actually go for my Tailwind, because I figured I should outspeed Breloom, and I can get a Tailwind up, and everything will be hunky-dory. I probably should do well. I was debating Sky Attack, but it would seem a bit of a waste to just burn it first turn. So, I'm going to switch out into my Scrafty, and it's a bulky fucker, but it's so slow it can't take advantage of the Tailwind. I think it has, maybe 210 speed? Maybe 200 after the Tailwind, so yeah, it's not meant for sweeping, purely because of the sub-punching thing. So, she's going to switch out and go to a Gengar, and I'm just going to set up my sub, and I'm feeling pretty safe. I know she does have Focus Blast, however, she doesn't exactly like facing 5th gen crap, and she never really bothers to delve into it, unless it's, Ice or something awesome pro. So she didn't know that this thing was fighting Dark, so she goes Shadow Ball, and she was quite bemused about why I didn't break the sub, but to be honest, if I was offensive, I would have banked on it breaking the sub anyway, so there you go. Yeah, I crunch, take it down to its Sash. Now, if I was her, having been told that I was fighting Dark, I would have gone Shadow Ball again. Purely because Gengar's pretty damn good offensively, and since you hit it once, there's a much point trying to go for a 78% accuracy move to try and break it, but there you go, that's me. Although, in my position, having just been told it's Dark, I probably would have done the same, but in my hindsight mode, that's what I would have done. My hindsight mode where I play infinitely better and, pick holes in all of my plays. Good times. Anyway, in comes his Togekiss, and I'm +1 from Moxie, so Focus Punch is going its way. There we go. She goes Air Slash, which, yeah, it's understandable. Need to get rid of that sub, but Focus Punch. And I was kind of hoping it would kill, but even with the raw power and the +1, with no attack investment, I had my doubts, but there you go. Here, I was kind of predicting either Roost or T-Wave or something, so I just go Focus Punch again. Drain Punch might have been the smarter option, but if a Focus Punch from full health can't kill it, then I was kind of not entirely sure whether a Drain Punch would. So I go Focus Punch, just playing it safe. I guess I probably should have switched out, but I was still kind of in a rut to what I switched out to. I bring in Tyranitar, and what I probably should have done is just gone straight for Blizzard. I know it's really ballsy, but to be honest, just that Breloom sitting there, I should have just tried it. Because I go Home Claws, I'm set up now, and in comes the Breloom, and yeah, it's just going to spore me. So I may as well have just tried, as opposed to trying to set up. But, oh well. Again, hindsight, 2020. Me in good mode. This is bad mode. So she's going to spore me, and yeah, that's annoying, because I really wanted to use this Tyranitar. I don't know why, again, I never get the chance to really try Tyranitar, because I hate going standard. But, I'm not exactly going to sit around and take a Focus Punch, so I'm going to switch into my Latios, and it didn't take it very well. However, she still hasn't gone for a sub yet. So I figure that I can at least get my shit going. So I am going to sub as she's going to switch into a Houndoom. And this is a very weird, strange Latios set that I actually really like. I really do. I mean, Latios isn't that tricky to come up with something weird and crazy for it. It's just, people are so used to the norm of Specs or Scarf or Life Orbed. Sorry. It's early in the morning, I'm tired. If any of you post Rebecca Black lyrics, I'll kill you. But yeah, I set up my DD, as she goes Dark Pulse, breaks the sub. Again, it's not hard to come up with original sets for Latios. You can make bulky, like I say, this is a DD, but this is DD Last Resort. Take that, Houndoom. That's how we do that. I genuinely am quite chuffed with that. I thought that was quite an ingenious set. It's not great by all means. It's nowhere near powerful enough in the attack stat to really pull it off. But just with DD, or just access to DD, I just thought that was awesome. And the fact that you can bluff effectively that you could be spec, so they kind of have to switch, which I just like. It's a really awesome idea in my mind. I U-turn out, and yeah, I have to go to something to sack it because she didn't switch like I was hoping she would. And since I was a retard, I decided to pick Crawdon with a focus sash for a Sandstorm team. Yeah, wasn't smart on my part. So I just sacked the Crawdon. And yeah, you see she was using Thunder Punch, which means she has Spore and then 3 attacking moves with a Focus Punch. That's pretty interesting, I'll give her that. Pretty ballsy Breloom right there. I suppose it makes a lot of sense because when you Spore, the player is either going to sit there or they're going to switch. So you get effectively a free Focus Punch on anything, whereas you don't really have that much time to sub. Like, you could sub and then Focus Punch, but it'll be a bit late then. So yeah, it makes sense. Either way, I don't like the look of Breloom anymore, so I'm just going to Sky Attack it, and it is going to die. I love Sky Attack. I don't know why. Just awesome, really. Just putting it on arrows, doses, all that stuff. It's fun. In comes this Vaporeon. I go Wild Charge. I think, well, bull, she's just going to switch into Evi. That was like the most obvious bluff in the world. But no, actually. She stays in and takes the Wild Charge, and she goes Ice Beam, and I'm really hoping I don't die. Really hoping. Oh, yeah. I guess if she was trying to bluff me to not go for it, because Evi's still sitting around, but still. In hindsight, it was a dumb play, because she could have just easily gone to Evi and fucked me over, and I probably would have lost had she done so. But now she's going to try going to Evi, and I'm going to U-turn, because I kind of figured U-turn would kill. I doubt it would have killed the Vaporeon, really, but that was the safer play in my mind, seeing that I'd just gone for an electric move, and she does have Evi sitting around. So now I'm going to bring in Regirock, and believe me, guys, this Regirock is amazing. It's fucking... Wait for it. You're going to love this. She's going to miss her Focus Blast, but... roll out Regirock! Yeah! This thing is so cool. This was MVP, both matches. Really, it was so good. I love this thing. Now, the amount that Focus Blast did, kind of... wow. Had it been 2, okay, had she hit both of them, then the Vaporeon would have been able to come in and kill me with the Surf, but at this amount of HP, unless it was offensive, which wouldn't surprise me, but I think I saw lefties on it, yeah, then it would have been able to kill. So, I'm going to go roll out, and look at that, oh yeah, it's so beastly. I could have just run Stone Edge like a normal person, but it's like, why the hell not? Rollout's there, it's just such a beastly move that no one ever uses, so I was like, yeah. And in comes Togekiss. She's got extra sensory going for the flinch, but it doesn't happen, and I take it retardedly well. And you'll see something in this battle that I've got coming up against Nightstorm, which it's kind of confusing to me and surprisingly to him. You'll see it in a sec. Well, I have a bit more coffee. That's good. I really need to stop fucking narrating. Wow, actually, this is probably the earliest I've ever narrated a battle. I hate getting up. Well, actually, no, I got up at 12. Oh, well. Yeah, so he's got a sort of high tier, low tier team thing. But, he has Reuniclus. I hate Reuniclus. Oh, I was just in the chat like, oh, son of a bitch. Oh, I've lost. However, you'll see that the Reuniclus is probably the least of my problems, which is quite funny. Because I hate fighting it so much. It just never dies. You hit it with everything, and it's like, oh, recover, la 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 la. It's like, Anyway, in comes this Excelgor, and I lead off with Crawdon, trying to make sure it still has a sash intact, so maybe I could get a DD and hit something. But it doesn't happen, so I go into Regirock, thinking I could sponge something, or if it set up hazards, I could I could hit it with a rollout, and then I remember, wait, this thing learns Focus Blast. Well, shit. So now I need to switch out again, but the unfortunate thing is most of my team is weak to fighting. The one thing that could sponge it in Latios is also weak to bug, so kind of boned. But I do still have my Zapdos. Saving the day. Focus Blast misses, which it would have been, well, depending on how, well, I'm assuming it was probably max special attack. So it probably would have actually done quite a lot. I don't know. It would have been iffy for sure. But still, he's going to switch out. I just go straight for the Sky Attack. Because I don't know, but it fucking well pays off. Sky Attack at Reuniclus. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get the crit. Okay, I'm really sorry, Knight, but that crit was so good. I fucking really hate Reuniclus. I never really play seriously, but when I see that blobby pile of shit, it just annoys me so much. So I'm glad I got the Sky Attack crit, okay? You can all have a go at me later for fish. I wasn't fishing for it. I genuinely wanted to kill the Excelgor, but still. Since my Zapdos has effectively been burned now, well, it will be burned later on, but I've burned the Sky Attack, which is the one thing I wanted to keep it around for. Well, that and Tailwind, but with Sableye over there sitting around, I can't exactly abuse Tailwind and get slow shit to be quick shit. This Sableye presents a massive problem because, as I find out again, for fuck's sake, most of my team, lo and behold, is physical. Still, I go into Crawdon, thinking it's my best bet to kill anything at the moment. I DD up, I was predicting the burn, I figured I was going to get burned. But he misses the first wisp, hits the second, and that's kind of crucial. Because had he hit the first one, I probably would have only been able to get to +2. Because I was trying to counteract the burn effectively. And, you know, I couldn't exactly go into Latios because all it has is Last Resort. So yeah, I get up to +3, so I think I'm +1 in respects to the burn, because I think the burn makes it so you're -2. Either way, I have a decent amount of boosts under my belt. I am now quick as all hell. So I go Crunch, and it so nearly kills. And I'm thinking, right, I need to get Tyranitar in so I can get the Sandstorm up and I'll be good. That was my plan. Because if you know, he doesn't have lefties on it, and he told me later that it had a power bracelet on it, I think, or anklet. I don't know what the hell they're called, which was pretty unfair. But at that point, I did ask him if he just wanted to restart because I'd gotten some hacks, and you know, not really that fair, but oh well, he was cool with it. Because Crawdon is beastly, and I am at +3, I am going to go Brick Break, and I was kind of hoping he'd just kill me off. Well, but look how much that does! Jesus wept! I mean, when you consider I'm only at +1, and adaptability doesn't exactly affect the Brick Break, that just hit like a truck. What I probably should have done, and what I deeply wanted to do, was Crunch or Waterfall, predicting that. But I didn't, and I'm a retard, and now I'm faced with the dilemma of something else has to get burned. However, I am going to bring in Tyranitar first, because, yeah, I need the sand, especially for things like Regirock. Regirock needs it. I'm baiting him into the Will-O-Wisp, so I'm going to switch out and go into Zapdos, because, like I say, now that it's used Sky Attack and it's done work, I don't need to care about it anymore. And I do still have things like Wild Charge, I can still U-turn and shit, so it isn't that bad. It's probably the one guy I would care least about as far as being burned is. If he still had his Sky Attack sitting around, then it would have been a trickier choice for sure. Alright, sorry about random pause, guys. Yeah, Dad came in and felt the need to tell me something, so yeah, that's done now. Like I say, I would probably have just redone the narration, but I've already... this is my second time redoing it. It's early in the morning, I can't be asked. Anyway, in comes this Torterra, and... even though I'm burnt... Well, I'm burnt, so I'm done. So I'm just gonna go Tailwind. I figured he was gonna kill me off fairly sharpish, but he goes for an Amnesia. So that probably isn't the case now. But I'm just going to go Sky Attack. because, you know, at one point he is going to take me out, so I may as well just do it. There isn't much point keeping Zapdos around now. It's burned. All it can do is Tailwind. So, there. Well, I don't know. In my mind, there wasn't much point hanging on to it. So, I think he's just going to... Well, I go for the Sky Attack first off. Actually, it does nearly half when I'm burned. Makes me wish I wasn't burned, huh? But still, he goes Body Slam, takes me out. The crit probably helped, because he would have gotten Leech Seed back. I doubt the Body Slam would have killed without the crit, so... Yeah. I'm actually decently happy with that crit. What do I go into now? I was debating Tyranitar, because I do have Blizzard, but I think I'm actually... Yeah, I am asleep, aren't I? Or am I? No, I don't think I am. Oh, well. It's all jumbled up. Alright, I'll go into Latios, because Sub, DD, Last Resort. You've seen it, you know what's happening. Oh, yeah, because he has Leech Seed. Alright, yeah, now that makes sense. Okay. And I think I'm pretty far down in this battle at the moment. I think he's like what 5-4 up. So I kind of wanted to, you know, start hitting things like a truck, and I think he still has Reuniclus lying around. So I kind of want to Last Resort it and get this thing over with. He's going to Amnesia again, I guess, predicting me to be a special set, but he saw the DD and was like, wow, shit. What I probably should have done is DD'd again, but I figured a +1 Last Resort with Life Orb would kill, but obviously not. I mean, well, a Burn Sky Attack did half to it, for fuck's sake. I thought, you know, Last Resort would easily kill. 140 base move. Oh, well. Not the first time I've been wrong, so I am just gonna go for it again. I would like the second DD now, and I think I might actually get it at one point. But you know, Latios is a one-trick pony. Yeah, in comes this thing, and I go for Last Resort. I'm amazed I'm quicker, because I think that thing has like a max of, what, 450 something speed? Which is pretty good, although I suppose after 1D, or +1 speed, I guess that makes sense, but it actually probably would have been quite a close affair. But still, he's going to die to the sand, so that's worked out okay. Latios got rid of 2 guys. He brings in his Scrafty, I'm bringing in my Scrafty, and I know mine will be slower, but mine is bulky. So I'm fairly confident, and if his is offensive, then my Drain Punch will kill. No problem. But he goes for it, doesn't, well, I don't know, it does a decent chunk, but, you know. I knew my Scrafty would live barring some horrendous crit. What I probably should have tried to do was sub, but looking at that amount of damage, I don't think my sub could take a Drain Punch, so... I don't know, it's just, you'll see. I make a kind of dumb play in a minute, you'll see. Anyway, in comes this, what the hell is it called? I don't remember anymore. Fucking 4th gen bird. I don't remember what it's called at all. Oh well. He's gonna braver me and I'm gonna die. So, yeah. I guess had I had a sub up, that would have been helpful, and I probably could have gotten somewhere. But there you go, I didn't. And now I'm going to Regirock, right, and I saw the Life Orb, and I know he's gonna have close combat, but for some reason I went Curse, figuring I could take 2 easily. No, that isn't the case. If I'd have just roll-outed while he was at -1 defense, I probably might have actually still won. But I don't understand why I was doing that. I don't get it, okay? There. But still, I lose because of it, because, yeah, even though this Regirock is a man, it has no defense investment, so, oh well. I underestimated whatever that thing is. Well, that's the first time in a long time I've forgotten a Poke's name. No, it ain't going to me. Oh well. Don't bother putting it in the comments, because, yeah, I don't really care. Still, I go into Tyranitar, and, yeah, I'm not living a close combat. So once again, Tyranitar does nothing. You get it kind of annoying now. Just a little bit. Well, that's GG Nightstorm and GG Goddess Maria. As per usual, you know, I've got the sets at the end. If you like any of them, then, you know, say why. If you hate all of them, you think they're bollocks, then say why. If it's that you're an OU whore, then whatever, I don't care. Anyway, thanks for watching, hope you enjoy the sets, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.